Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back traders. How we all doing today? Good to see y'all, man. Good to see everybody in the live stream again. Welcome back. It's a new week. Gonna be a damn good week. What's good, William? How's everybody doing? Yo, what's up, Sid? How we doing? Dark in the house? Red in the house? What's up, man? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yo, what's up, Sonny? I think everybody's about in here. Let's go. Wild little morning. I'm not gonna lie. How we doing? Chilling. We're doing good, man. Hopefully everybody's doing good. What's good, D? Alex? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's a new week. Come on. The first trading week of June. We're gonna have a legendary June. Trading gold today? We might. Gold looks great. Gold looks great. We might have to. NQ looks good too. Let's see what we can do though. Let's see what we can do. We'll take a look at gold. Yeah, gold looks clean. You have like, look at this picture here. This setup, like an inverted head and shoulders, happened again, literally right here. Had a sell-off V-shape, right? Sell-off V-shape, higher low, and then a rally into new highs. Rally into new highs. This is the same exact chart pattern. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Same exact chart pattern. Already done, only an hour in. Nice, bro. Nice. Nice. Yeah, let's take a look a little closer on gold. I wouldn't be totally against, yeah, trying to long gold. Gold looks really nice here. We had a little run up out of the open. Nice 30-point run up. Just rallying strong. Cleared resistance. Yeah, I would totally be open to maybe getting some continuation on crazy to think how dead this thing is. This thing was Friday when I was trying to trade it 80 points lower. Couldn't get it bounced to save its life, but here we are. Monday morning opens up and we're 80 points higher. Almost 100 points higher. Well, let's see. Are we in a trade? No, but gold's kind of trying to push through these highs right now. It's not really an entry for me yet, but yeah, we'll be looking at gold and a couple other things. Oh, NQ pulling back a little bit. Let me see NQ on the 5 minutes. A little pullback here. Double top, 60-point range. This was session highs up here, which we really aren't far off of. We almost tapped it 40 points off that high. Still trading on the top 1 accounts? No, bro. I'm not. I am not. You've been in gold since 2 a.m.? Damn, bro. That's wild. That's wild. I'm not gonna lie. What's good, Zen? Yeah, we're looking at NQ and possibly gold. I kind of like them both. Gold seems like a more reliable long from this point, but it's not really giving us a ton of pullbacks to enter on. I mean, it gave us some, but we weren't on the stream, and there was a couple wicks to get long on, but we just didn't get long, so we'll just wait for a new entry. It's good, Rex, John, how y'all doing? You start out with daily payout? Once you've accumulated 30 winning days, you'll get the daily payouts. Yeah, June's gonna be good. June's gonna be good. June is gonna be good for us. Well, my bias on both of these markets right now are long. To be honest, I want to take them long. I want to take both markets long, but they're both pushing up right now, and I haven't seen a retracement to get long on, so we're just going to chill out a little bit, let it form some more structure, see how we want to kind of react at this support on NQ, see what this flag kind of starts to look like on gold. But yeah, I'm trying to get long on both. I need an entry model. I don't like to take it within consolidation at the higher end of this range, so we will try to wait, because I like to get in with pretty tight risk, so we'll have to wait. I think gold has probably a better chance of showing like a nice trend to the upside today, or a nice continuation trend, but at the same time, no entry yet. Mr. Lives, we're here, man. I've been a little busy, but we're here. I mean, the Asia session lives, I don't know. Like, I want to say, yeah, I want to go live for them, but the market's been, I don't want to say it's been horrible for the night session, but it just hasn't been that good. You like a short on gold, really? I don't. We had a nice rally overnight and out of the bell, and now we're just kind of flagging in a really nice tight range, making higher lows. But if you see that, bit early on gold, I'm already in and bullish. Yeah, well, bro, I mean, look, if you're in this, we're in a tight range, so you can really manage the risk, right? You can manage the risk as well as the structure allows you to manage the risk. So, I mean, if you're in long on gold right now, I wouldn't even say it's a bad time. I mean, we're in a nice little flag. But I want this market to kind of show me a great entry, and right now I don't have it. I don't want to just buy into the chop, although it is nice bullish consolidation, bullish chop. I still don't want to get in on that. Look at NQ pushing into the lows off a double top. Look at this setup. Check out NQ on the hourly. Into resistance on the hourly. Look at this absolute scam candle here. This was the opening candle. I think the bell, I think we opened here, then ran 180 points, and then sold 150 points. No, actually more than that. We sold like another 100 points to the downside. Then another 130 points back up. Crazy. Crazy. Well, yeah, I mean, look, gold looks great. The structure looks great. I keep telling myself every time we get on the stream, I end up getting in a gold trade that just goes sideways. And I was talking about it in the last stream, like, do I even want to trade gold in the New York session? It's something I've been contemplating just because I don't know if it's worth it, because it really does chop in the New York session more often than not. Here we go, gold pulling back. Let's see. I got the tick chart up on gold because I might look for an entry here under 9.7. We have a level at 90 and a level at 92. Look at NQ, kind of nice range on NQ. Not far off a high day. I'm just going to draw these ranges out so that I can maybe take advantage of trading them. Gold current low is 978. John Carras at top 1. Who's John Carras at top 1? Nah, bro, look, I'll be honest, it really annoyed me that I got denied, so I kind of like, I degened a little bit. I full ported, and I blew it. I blew it. I got caught in like a really aggressive selling move on gold. I had like gotten that email, then I think Asia opened up like 5 minutes after that denial email, and I was like, man. Yeah, no, I screwed myself on that one. Look at NQ back into the highs. Zach top mix, pretty much, bro. Just type in Zach top mix. Yeah, but y'all saw that video, man. That's just my experience with top 1. That's just my experience with top 1. Not saying they're good, bad, or ugly, but that was my experience. And NQ's starting to look kind of strong towards the high of the range. Gold's coming down too. I kind of want to get long at neckline here to see if we can get a break back into the 400s. Maybe stops out below 50. I don't like the volume. Let me see. Like a little scalp with 5 micros. I might add again in the 70s. It just depends what this looks like here. Current lows 80. Yeah, it's picking up volume. I'm just gonna let it fill the range back out. We'll look at it in a second. That 10-second trade was 10K. I mean, I guess there was a couple that were like 2K. I don't know. Trading's hard enough, man. I didn't read the rules, but at the same time, I'm probably gonna be done with firms unless they offer like actually really good, a really good ability to like take a really big payout. I'll deal with some rules like Apex, you know. But or take profit. Take profit has never. I've traded like quick scalps like that on take profit and never got denied. Never, 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 never. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm probably not going to trade with firms that deny me, even if I break a rule. I don't have the patience to, like, I get it. I broke the rule. I'm not, you know, but, I just can't entertain a firm that's not going to pay out regardless of whatever, even if I did break a rule. Not saying that I'm in the right. Definitely not saying that. I'm just saying it's not worth the mental strain for me to have to deal with that stuff. Like, I'm just trading. I'm not thinking about rules. I'm just trying to trade and make fucking money. So if we get denied, it's like, okay, I'll just use somebody else. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. It's their rules. Totally understand. I broke them, but I'm not gonna shift my trading to cater to a firm paying out, you know. It's just what it is for me. God damn, Chad. It's like every time I go live, the market just loses volume. Is it really? It's not been like this in the past couple weeks, months. Like, yeah, I get it. The first hour, 2 hours of the session, you know, we get better moves, but it doesn't, like, this thing's just dead. It's in a really wide range, but we're not trending like we were a second ago. 10-second rule means in and out within 10 seconds. Yep, that's what that means. That's what that means. If y'all don't do that, I'm sure they would pay you out. I don't primarily try to do that. I'm just trying to trade, you know. Are we in like 100-point range? What's going on? Yeah, 80-point range. Out of my mind. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Tradeify said something like that too, but he said more along the lines of like every trade you're doing is like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's scalp traders are actually in and out of the market on average in less than 10 seconds. Like, you know, true scalp traders are in and out of the market in 10 seconds. Okay, we're holding a neckline here on NQ at the moment. Yeah, dude, Topstep's the best, man. Absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. You trade today? We're trying to. We're trying to. Gold still looks good, man. Gold still looks good. I should have hit the bid at 98. Why do you move back to Asia session? Slow moving scalping is what you want? That's not really what I want. Asia session's just not been that great recently. It's not been as good as it was. Alright, NQ at the moment's forming supported neckline of the range. See if it holds here. This term neckline. Oh, I just use that as like midpoint, man. So like if we have a range, I just use neckline as like midpoint, just like the midpoint. That's about your neckline, that 80-90 level. I mean, so the way I would look at it, and it's always hard to say until we've actually broken out and confirmed it, but if on the higher time frame we're bullish, which I mean that's up for debate. That's up for debate for sure. And then we have a range that forms, and this high is being tested more often than this low is being tested. And then we form, right, price starts to tighten up around neckline and form kind of lower wicks and form support. You know, for like me, for a breakout trade, I'd like to see support form at neckline of the range or just a higher low. And then I want to see this run through 420. I still don't like the entry on it though, because it is still just chop. Lucid? I've never heard of that, man. I've never heard of that. Lucid trading. Never heard of that. Look at gold here. There might be a setup here. I might take a gold long. It's not going to be a crazy position, but I would like to try to build a gold long position. And I would kind of be open to holding it into the close. So I'm not going to go crazy size with it. Just because I don't want to get liquidated on this bad boy. But I like it. NQ's folding too. Can we get high 80s? Could that happen? Market is just range bound right now, guys. Just being patient. Yeah. What's your P&L for today? Usually it's not hidden. Well, I mean, I'm just hiding it because it doesn't really matter, because it matters what happens on the stream. I could come on here and say, oh, I'm up this much on the day, but it doesn't benefit anybody to do that. So just think of it as 0. Could you imagine life without? As far as structure goes, gold is the most likely to get caught here. It's got a nice wick on the 5-minute, and this candle just opened. We would, ooh, yeah, I think I want it. I think I want it pretty tight risk. Under 90, I probably wouldn't want it anymore. Yeah. Yep. I'm in 10 micros gold. High entry, but that is the low. That is kind of how I want to see us react off that low. 90 is going to be the stop. There's the sun. Let that one cook a little bit if we can. Gold's done for the day? I don't know. I mean, you could be totally right. Gold does like to just chop around in New York. NQ super heavy off these lows. Not the strongest look. I'm looking to scalp a sell on NQ if we pop. Yeah, I'm not gonna see my entry here. I want to see us pop into like high 70s, and then I would stop it at above 90s. Look for the break of this lows of this range here. Not a great response off the lows of this range at the moment. Let me see. I don't think we'll get an entry on it. Let me see. I am in short stops out above the recent high, and I want to see it sell back into the lows of this range. Probably trim a little bit, but I want to see it under 340 here. It's a nice reaction. I want to see it hold. Yeah, I want to see 40s break here. Lows of the range. If you pretend to... I don't love how gold can't catch a bid back above 400 there, but it's pretty early. If this continues to reject around that low 80s, high 70s. I'll add some more. All right, I'm at another 5 micro short. Still looking for lows of the range and then a possible breakouts through the lows. But I want to start to see price action play out a little quicker here. I don't want to see this chop around too much. TP had a goal. I want to see like new high a day. At least another 10 points. I don't know if that's going to play out super quick. But I did want to get a position on it. I'll hold it as long as my stop doesn't get taken out. This low should want to at least retest at this moment. We can't even get back into the mid-range here, the neckline here. There's 70. 70s needs to break with volume. Nice, nice. Can we get 59? Don't like that tweezer back into the 70s. Nice. Nice. Loose 60s here. I'm gonna try. If it pops 70s, I'm not looking to stay in. So, but I want to see the break here on the flip to red. You're so close. Fuck, man. All right, it don't want to break range yet. Still looks like it wants to, but it doesn't want to break range yet. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Be right back. MNG. Oh, natural gas? Yeah, I don't really trade natural gas. Oh, now you want to go. Now you want to go. See if it breaks 50s here. Yeah. I'm okay with going break even right there, man, I think. But, yeah. Gotta break that low. Sideways market. Dude, we might have to start trading the opening bell because goodness, are we sideways right now? Buy, eliminate your stop. Okay. That would be a good entry, I guess. What's good options? Yeah, gold. Nice little wicks off that low. It needs to get back above 400. Doesn't look bad. Nice wicks on gold at the moment. I wonder what copper looks like. Oh, wow. It's copper on the daily. Wow. Still sideways on NQ. Look at MNG. All right, I got you. I'll look. Let's try short again for a sell back down into 60. Stop goes out above the high. I'm still interested in it. What's natural gas? Oh, I don't have the data for it, to be honest. I don't have the data for natural gas. I don't have the data for crude. I don't pay for it. Look at gold turning uphill and running into the 400s. Nice. Can we go attack high of day? Can we go attack high of day? Don't like that wick. Okay. She brought the rain, rain brought the pain, pain brought the bottle I was sipping all straight. Ain't on you, but you got the blame. Hey, weatherman. Hey, weatherman. Woke up this morning in boots and jeans. Living room lit by the TV screen. Add another 5. Add another 5 short. This high needs to hold. Yeah, I see gold. Gold's over there. Gold's here. Needs to reject it neckline here in Q and get a breakdown into the 60s, 50s. Could be wrong about it though. Look at this wick we're seeing on gold. Off at 99. And Q not looking like it wants to sell off again. Yeah, it's just not catching any selling up here. That's a bit of a higher retracement than I wanted to see. It's a nice tweezer back into the low 80s. Nice, nice. I'm gonna add and just keep the risk the same. Risk is now gonna go. Stop's gonna now go at the recent high. Risk is the same as it was because I moved the stop. Gold's turning back up into the 400s. Still looking for 60s, 50, 60s here. Thank you not giving me anything. Yeah, that's an ugly range. I don't want to be part of it. That's okay. $400 L on that one. I think we're more interested in gold at the moment. That one killed me. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Guys, y'all keep saying Powell speaking. Do we actually know that? Do we actually know that? Yeah, I thought we could maybe get a break through the lows there, but NQ held it. I thought it looked good. It checked my boxes. But it held. The dangers of trying to trade the breakout of a range. That shit happens. One? What, like a round, like a little sit down or what? In what context? Oh, say FOMC. Pour myself a drink. Fed Chair Powell has closed door meeting at the White House on interest rate cuts. Brother. What's Jerome talking about today? Yeah, man, I'm not interested in this range on NQ, like at all. Took a little L on that one. What is he talking? How many hours do we have? Is this just going to chop sideways? No, no, it's back into the highs now. And picking up volume. We're going to break out of the range. I think high day was what? 460. It's doable. It's doable. I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Four or five's holding us support. Look at this. We might pull up. 460 is high day if NQ wants to run it. Another level here at 390 is support. This looks like it wants to break out of the range. But I did just try to take a sell for a break out of the range that got railed. Look at gold too. Gold and NQ. Here we go. Let's go to the 500 tick. Back into the highs. 420 breaks out of this range. 460 is high a day. Wick off 409. If we see 90s, I might take it. I might hit the bid on it. I might hit the bid on it. Probably stops under 85. Gold's still extending through 400. Here's the level at 92, level support. Clean tap at 400 finds buyers. '92 is the next level. I want to see how we look at 92. Still catching wicks off 400. Drive me insane. Anybody looking for NQ long here? I'm interested in this. 98's holding. Hell no. I respect it. Still ranging, yeah. I like to yeah, I'm a little premature on the assumption of the breakout sometimes, but there it goes. I should have gotten in. Should have gotten in. Yeah, 98 was the move. We'll see. It's always another chance. This is breaking out of the range. High days 460. We're 40 points off of it. If this wanted to break out. And there it goes. It's 40 points off where I wanted to enter now. Should have gotten in. Not going to FOMO though. There it goes. Fuck, man. In hindsight, I should have taken long right here. But it was looking heavy. It was for me. All right, we put in a high at 38, 10 points off the high. High days up here at 460. Very achievable. Very achievable. Oh, we're missing it, chat. We're missing it. Nice bounce, 17 bounce. 30 points off a high day. If it wanted to run, it very well could reach into the 60s. Seems a little bit high for me now to try to look long. It's kind of already started the move. But it does look good. In hindsight, I need to just pull the trigger right here, 98. Yeah, we're 20 points off a high day here. NQ's moving. At least for once, NQ moving is not killing my gold long. At least for once, right? That was nice. That was like a clean little break. Look, break out and retest of this high, then push. Now we're 20 points off a high day. Very, very possible. Very possible. In fact, I want to say likely. Likely. Gold's pulling back on me. Resisting at 400s is finding resistance at 400. Not what you want to see. Really good session though, as far as the range is here. 250 points wide. A lot of movement. Can we find an entry for a high day push on NQ? I don't know. I think we're gonna have to sit and watch. I think we're gonna have to sit and watch. What's this starting to look like on the hourly? Yeah, hourly, this thing's just ripping with volume. Just strong, very strong. It's higher of an entry for me. This is definitely a higher entry than I would like to take. But I mean, we obviously have a respected low at 415s. Gold ain't doing shit for me. Gold's coming back down now. Left in the dust, man. Left in the dust. Left in the damn dust. Yeah, this looks like we can take high day here. Look at these wicks. 33 finds a nice wick off that low. Such a high entry. But here we are. Like, we're here. We're at high day here. Okay. Giving back some of the push. 417 is the next low. Gold trying to find a higher low off the 97s. Time you usually stream? Around this time, man. Around this time, like 11 Central. 11 Central. Anyone? Yeah, I haven't used Daytrading, but I've heard they have. I don't know. I've heard they had, like, on paper, they seem favorable. Fuck, man. Gotta pull the trigger eventually, right? Dude, I love the way we reacted to my entry so far. It needs to crack through 400. Gold does. Gold needs to break 400. Are gold and NQ going to push together? I mean, they have been pretty much all morning. Gold might break 400 here. Yeah. I mean, it just had a nice little leg up, but I missed it. Blue funded after your first payout? Yeah, that's tough, man. You just gotta keep going, bro. At least you got a payout. A lot of people can't even get there, you know? Look at gold here creeping. Yeah, gold picks up volume through 400. It's not like we're far off a high day on gold. Gold's in a spot where it's kind of like strong consolidation, strong range at high a day, and if it breaks out, it could pick up volume. So I'm keeping an eye on that. If that wants to pick up volume, that would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Give me gold over NQ every day. I just don't like NQ as much. Nah, man, I don't like the pullback we're getting on Bitcoin's not. Once we get back into the all-time highs, I'll open it. I'll get back into it. But I don't really see the I don't know why we're pulling back so much. So yeah, no, after we broke through 110 and just couldn't get back above it, I haven't really touched it. I will be getting back. Once we get back near all-time highs, I'll be trying to take it long again. But at the moment, just on the daily, just bleeding down every day. Just can't catch a bid. Now, if I was a swing trader, I might be interested in it. But I'm not going to really look to take it long until we get back into the 108, 109 level. I'm looking for gold to maybe break high day here. NQ's not giving us much. Like, this gave us a break out of the range. We had a chance to go run through high day. 3-bar reversal. Now it's kind of selling back down through 400. It's not the best setup. Gold looks great, though, on the other hand. Your advice to not blow accounts? Well, man, if you want to not, wow, there goes gold. Hold on. If you want to not blow accounts, it really I mean, I can tell you a shit sure way not to blow accounts. Like, you literally can't blow accounts if you use 1 micro. But at the same time, that's probably not the answer you're looking for. You know? Okay, high day is right here at 404. Let's see. If we break high day, I mean, we could see 410 off of that. Let's see. I'm getting a little PTSD, or not PTSD, a little trauma, because I remember on Friday, dude, I was looking for a high day break that never came. It was similar to this. It looked to be like a nice, strong, bullish range, but we never broke it. I was pulling my hair out for like 4 hours trying to wait for a breakout. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to sell this little pop on NQ if we're going to hold off this high. I like how we're pulling back into the range. Yeah, there's 30s. I wanted to. I still might. Yeah, gold's looking good. Gold's looking good. I don't want to jinx it, but I would like to see it show the follow through that it should. I want to see it pop through high day, then I want to see what that looks like. But I understand that we're in a range, and if we don't break out here, it could very well come back down. That would suck, but gotta understand that. I'm willing to wait and see, right? I guess the strategy here, as you kind of come back to the highs of this range, would be to maybe trail the stop. That could be a good strategy. We don't really have a clear level to trail. Maybe 400. Here's high day. Here's high day on gold. I wanted to take a little sell here on NQ up in the 30s, but I didn't. I bitched out. I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. Continuation gold, that's what we need from you. Hey, y'all. God damn, chat. 27 likes? Y'all mind? Can we run the likes up a little bit here? Okay, so Powell is speaking, confirmed. See, that's not really what I want to see on gold. Not really what I want to see on gold, damn it. Fuck. I can only take these trades with what it's giving me, and it's not giving me what I want to see. I can always get back in. I'm gonna that low needs to hold. I'm not interested in it. You gotta take the risk on some of these plays. Like sometimes you'll get a market that I'm out on. I'm out on gold. I'll get back in. I'll get back in on a lower entry. Yeah. With gold, man, it's breaking high day right here. You want to see it kind of start to trend and get some follow through out and above that high day. Don't want to see it sell back into the range. Don't want to see it come back down to the 400s. I will take a leave and get back in it later. You have a chance to get follow through and an actual nice move on plays like that. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It did not happen for me. So I'm out. And I will look to re-enter if I can, but I'm going to take the profit that's there. It's just not breaking out through high day like I wanted it to. Is it worth it to go live? If you want to protect your capital, I've been short on that tweezer back down into the 30s, and I'm stopping it out above 50.
Welcome back, kid.
Order filled.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm looking for a sell back down into 400 here. Man, it's a shame that gold didn't give me what I wanted to see on that move. We wait, breaks high a day with really a nice clean price leg into high a day, breaks high a day, and then just comes back in. It sucks. Totally sucks. Yeah, I'm just trying to sell off this recent high if we hold. Step 1 needs to be take of 427. Yeah, look at gold coming down now. Broke 400. On that Little false break. I still like the way it looks. I'll re-enter. I'll re-enter later. I'm not gonna continue to hold the range. I will re-enter later on that. Just want to see it sell down to the 410s. Then I want to trail. I'll probably trim on the move back into these lows. Look at gold still stair stepping. That's back at where I entered. I'm glad I got out. A false breakout above the highs, picking up volume. 96. Starting to see more consolidation at the entry than I would like. Definitely starting to see too much consolidation. I want to see this respect off these highs, put in a lower high, and then sell into the 400s. Not seeing it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of sideways for sure. Yeah, kind of eye up a trade. You'll get a price leg, and then it's just a lot of sideways. A lot of sideways today. There's a couple moves you could have caught, but it's got a lot more to do with timing than anything. But it's been a lot of chop. Okay, there's 30s breaking. And do we leave a wick at 2.5 and pull back into this 30 level? We do. That was a nice pop into the 20s, but didn't hold. 1, 2, 3. I want to see it under 20 here. Under 20 here would be awesome. Current low is 2.3. Under 20s. If we crack 20s, sell into these lows, I might trim some. In fact, I probably will. But we got to break 20 first. Would you add? No, I'm fine with 10. This isn't really like a nice enough setup to add, I don't think. Although never say never. In the moment, we can't even break the 20s. Back to the entry. '20s break here. Lows of the range is 410. Looking to see what this looks like under 4.2. 18. 18's holding. It's not what you want to see. Might have to cut it. Might have to cut it. Yeah, that's too strong. Just still so choppy. I'll just get out break even if it doesn't play out. It's still so choppy, man. And probably break even stop out. We'll see. Just no follow through. Tough. Yeah, it's a tick chart, bro, but it's pretty sideways today. Yeah, it's choppy, so choppy waters. So when does Powell speak, chat? Let me see. Maybe he'll spark something here. Yeah, we gotta wait for we gotta wait for him because we're not getting anything here.
Hey, I'm Tugger. Hey, I'm B. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Did you pass the apex? No, man, I haven't passed it. Any good trades today? Not really. We took this long on gold off this wick. I think we got in here. Or where did we get in? We must have got in. Yeah, no, we got in like here. Or I don't remember. Anyways, we were looking for a high day break on gold. It popped. And then it came back into the range. Just no follow through. No, nothing great today. Pretty sideways. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. What do you use for looking at level 2 or liquidity? I don't use anything, to be honest. Y'all suggested Bookmap. I tried to use it. They want me to pay for data separately. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. But no, I don't really look at too much. Do you ever trade the range? If I can identify the range, and I usually lean more on the side of I'm looking for a breakout of the range, then okay, like let me accept the fact that we're in this range. I usually identify pretty late, but if I can, yeah, I'll try to trade the range. Try to trade it primarily on the side that I have a bias. So like if I'm long bias on in a range, I'll just take the dips of them. But it's tricky because I usually wait to see a breakout that sometimes doesn't come. But yeah. IA on NQ still 460. Seeing some nice flagging under that level. Yeah, they say Powell speaks in like 30 minutes. Gold right now, long range. Yeah, I mean, gold's in a long range. It probably is not a bad idea. Sometimes I read into the candles a little bit too much also. Well, like for me, I don't want to say that's a failed break out of the range. I don't know. It's still in a range. It only took high a day by a couple points, but I don't know. I'm feeling like this will flip and maybe sell through these lows. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I probably don't do the best identifying the ranges. Yeah, this is in a range, but there's too much weight on this move back into the high 90s. I don't really like it. But I could be overreading it. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't like that hammer on the 15-minute out above the highs. It's kind of got more like a little downward wedge than anything. I probably buy it if we break 90s. I'd probably buy it again, but at the moment, not really. Could be wrong though. Could totally be wrong about that. All right, here's NQ pulling back. Equal lows at 400 on NQ. Wow, look at this selling here on NQ. I'm gonna get. Can I get it at 14? Could you give me 14? Yeah, okay. I'm short NQ on this bleed down into 400s. This stop probably needs to be a bit tighter, to be honest. We'll do like a 10-point stop on it. Pretty tight stop on it. For a crack through 400. Little scalp. Quick little scalp. Want to see a break of 400s, and then we have lows we can catch a bid in back into the 90s. I want to see a break of 400s here. Tight stop. 10-point stop. And we might get taken. Fuck. Horrible read. I mean, that would have to hold. Not a great read. That's the risk you take, though, when you run a tight stop like that. We'll see. I think in hindsight, that might have been a better entry if we still break. Yeah, we might get taken here. I feel like my stop's gonna get popped here. Whew. Yeah, we get stopped here. Tough, man. I can't trade this shit right now. I just cannot trade it. I just cannot trade it. Look at that, running back to the high. That's tough. Yeah, I'm getting killed. I'm getting killed, chat. Now look. Took the same trade but longed, huh? That's nice. That's nice. That was obviously the right move. Bro, they're starting June off with a banger here. I mean, this some like the shit we've seen today is pretty crazy. Like this massive run up out of the open. Completely sells off. Breaks a key support level. Flips back up. Chop zone. Back here starts to look like it maybe wants to sell off, and just kills me. Tough market. Tough market. I mean, I could see how it could be very good, but for me, tough market. Could just be on the wrong place or on the wrong side. Gold back. I see gold back. Do we try gold long again? There's always a couple trying to take your place. Oh, that's not so bad. Thought I was down more than that. Look at gold, man. What's gold's breakout potential in the New York session? All right, chat, lock in. We're finna go crazy. Lock in. Lock in. Hey, baby. Oh shit, you're leaving.
Is the fit stupid?
Stupid.
Is it?
Oh.
Does it like match?
Yeah, what's with the long sleeve and the shorts?
She keeps her house cold. I'm gonna be cold.
All right, that matches. Did you set out food for me?
What do you want?
My mom used to leave me. She'd like make sure I was fed.
I'm only going for a couple hours. It's not even dinner time.
All right.
We can grill. You want to grill?
Yeah, grill when you get back.
So set up steak.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going
All right.
on a bike ride later. All right, love you.
Love you.
Be careful. Gold likes to move in Asia. Yeah, no, I feel that. Every time it starts to look good in New York, I want to take it long and I get chopped up. It does like to move overnight nicely. New York just likes to chop usually. Did I ever get what? No, I mean, took a couple sells on NQ that I was offside. I'm gonna fucking take it again. Stops at the high. I'm going to take this again for the break of 400, damn it. As long as it shows me the setup, I'm going to take it. Dopamine to my brain. Do the Asians love gold or do the Brits love gold better? They all love gold. Add some more to it if I can. Okay. Tighten up the risk. Added more, tighten up the risk. I ain't from around here. Looking for the break of 400 on this. But I just can't trade NQ today, apparently. Dude, I'm finna use a risk setting that y'all probably don't even fucking know about. I'm getting killed on NQ right now. Getting killed. Absolutely getting killed. Maybe it's because I'm looking at the fucking tick chart like a maniac. Yeah, I can't come to grips with the range, man. I'm so stubborn when it comes to like coming to grips with the range. I always want to see it break out. Especially when it starts to come down with like some what looks to be volume. It's like, okay, I'm looking for the breakout trade on that. Killed. Yeah, it's just ranging. No doubt. No doubt. Killing me. Chat, it's so difficult for me to trade the range, man. When does Powell come on? 20 minutes? How much longer can we hold a range? Fuck, man. Tell you what. Trust me, chat. I would love to trade the range as well as the next guy. But goodness, do I have trouble like coming to grips with? I always want to see the break. Like I just lean. That's just mentally. That's where I'm at with it. I always want to see the break. I want to hit the fucking sell button so much. So much I want to hit the sell button. So maybe just understand that, okay, so maybe the stops just go about above the range then. Maybe I'm playing it too tight within the range. If I still believe in the setup. If I still believe in the setup. Oh, fuck this, dude. Fuck this market. Fuck this market. I'm not trading NQ. Is that want backed by signals or emotion? It's not so much backed by anything. I mean, the signals thing is, it's hard to say because, I mean, you can't know we're not going to break out of range until we just don't. And then it turns into a thing where it's like, the longer we chop in a range, the more likely we are to finally get a breakout. And then in the early stages of a range, I just tend to look for a break. Like, I don't really... You know what I mean? And I think that's for most people. Before it develops, you're always looking for a break out of a flag. But then once it turns into a range, okay, you're like, okay, now I'm respecting that we're in a range. But for me, it's like, this first portion of the range is like, okay, if I'm taking long off whatever, these lows, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let it, you know, we're flagging, okay, let's take it through the highs. Okay, then here's like phase 2 of the range where it's like, okay, we're starting to kind of maybe reject. It's just a wave of emotions, but for me, it's like, I just mentally don't come to grips with the range too much. Like, I always look for either the breakout, or if I'm not looking for the breakout, it's like, just kind of, you know, it's probably a mixture of a lot of things. But then eventually it's like, we've been range bound so long that, like, now if I try to take a range trade, we are going to break out against me. It's just trading. Trading's what it is. I'm not a great range trader. That probably is part of the reason I don't like to trade the range. Every time I try to trade the range, I just get killed. So, like, okay, we are in a fucking range, right? It's a certain amount of faith that you have to have that these levels are going to hold. I know that's trading in a nutshell, but, like, I could hit the buy button here, right? Because we're in a range. Let's just use it as experimental purposes. I'm just trying to vouch, say, every time I try to trade the range, and statistically, we probably will break out sooner than later just because we've been in this range for a little while. I'm going to take a buy at the lows of this range, and we're going to find out if I get fucking cooked. Because usually I do. Usually I do. So look, I'll try to get a low entry on it. I just want to show you guys my luck when it comes to trying to trade the range. And it's partly my fault because, like, I identified this way too late, right? I identified this way too late. See, now this feels to me like a breakthrough 400. But we're in the range, so do I hit the bid? You know, I just don't want to. I don't feel like that holds. That's where I'm at with the ranges. I probably read a little too much into the price, and then it breaks, right? And that's the trade I was looking for, but it just... See, now we're not in a range. That's the best way I can describe it. It takes me like a while to identify it, then we break, and it's like fucking... It's just crazy. Hey, look at that pop. See, but that was a 400 test. That was a flat 400 test. See, I'm glad I didn't hit the bid. I don't know. Trading the range is just... just a bit wild. Do we still consider this like a bit of a range? It didn't really break by too much. Should I hit the bid at the lows of the range here? Do we still call this a range? Would it change your mind? For real, one micro just for the principle of it, right? Just to kind of see. So it does this, right? Like this. Who gives a shit? It actually worked. The range is still working. Wow, I'm baffled. Yeah, man, I guess when it comes to range trading, just don't overcomplicate it. Yeah. This range is working, that's for sure. See, but I'm still looking, like, I'm looking structurally, yeah, the range looks good. For me, it's like, okay, now coming off of this 400 level, after taking out the sell stops under this low, do we run it back to the highs now? Like, do we run back to the highs and then maybe break out? That's not a pretty rejection off 30. Let's just try to fucking buy premium dip buys and then just sell it off on the move up. Let's let that be the play. Come on, lock in. We're all learning to trade the range here today. Nah, y'all probably way better at trading the range than me. Look at that, off 17. Buy dips? Yeah. Let's buy dips. Buy this dip. Buy dips with tight stops, I guess. I have an eerie feeling 400 is gonna break though. I don't usually like to buy off the flat levels not breaking. I'd like to see it pull into the 90s then reclaim 400 instead of just a 400 flat. I missed the dip buy, bro. I missed the dip buy. Okay, Powell comes on what, 10? We probably shouldn't trade it. Damn, I should have hit the bid at 412. All right, look, we're gonna try to buy premium dips. Yeah, that 12 might have been good. Yeah, target high days. I mean, we're getting nice consolidation right under high day. It doesn't look, I'm not going to lie, it's not bad. This is nice bullish consolidation, you know, 20 points off a high day. It is good. It is good. I don't want to chase it. We're in the middle of the range, but obviously it doesn't look bad. I should have hit it at 12. I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it, but that looks pretty good. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Zen. We're so damn close to that high day. Fuck. I missed it. See, I feel like this breaks through the highs of the range. Alright, Powell's about to get up. Powell could rip the markets. Oh, we're going to break this high. 100% we're going to break this high. No, we're not chasing. We're not chasing. Should have hit the bid at 12, though. Or it ranges back again. That's true. That's true. I want to. Yeah, there's highs. Okay, high days 60, or sorry, high days 58. Little break, but not much follow through. But look at this. Let me pull up Powell. Let's see what's up. Man, what YouTube channel would he be on? Oh, it's just a conference. He's not going to say anything. He is not going to say anything. These conferences are duds. Chat delay is crazy. How do I fix it? Like, I'll fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. What, Google search? That's true. That's true. Yeah, residing at the Federal Reserve Conference. Alright, how to fix YouTube stream delay. Low latency. All right, it should be low latency. Or at least next time it'll be low latency, I guess.
Familiar faces and friends. 3/4 of a century ago, the IF division was born out of the recognition that in the post-war era, the U.S. was going to be at the center of the economic and financial markets and currency of the economic world. Given this, understanding the international forces that affect the United States was becoming vital to meeting the Federal Reserve's domestic mandate of maximum employment and stable prices. To have a deep understanding of these international forces, trade, the current account and financial accounts, foreign inflation and growth, commodity prices, the dollar, was not going to be easy. The division was going to need to attract exceptional talent, to conduct exceptional analysis, and to develop exceptional tools. And it needed to be able to deploy all these assets to support the FOMC
Oh, there's High Day.
in understanding and responding to cyclical and structural developments, as well as international crises. This conference is a recognition of that achievement. Today and tomorrow, we will celebrate the exceptional accomplishments of the IF division. We will celebrate the dedicated staff who have contributed to the rich and inspiring environment, some of whom have stayed their entire careers here, becoming leaders at the board, and others who have become leaders in academics, in business, and in policy institutions around the globe and within our own system. Through the academic portion of the conference, we will celebrate the vital importance of research on topics such as international finance, international open economy macroeconomics, and international trade. This research and the intellectual rigor it brings to the analysis and the model building of the IF division is critical to achieving the division's and the Fed's mandate. We will also celebrate the sense of mission and collegiality and friendship of the staff throughout the decades that make it such a delight to gather here together today. There is no better person to kick off this conference than Chair Jay Powell, who from the start of his tenure at the Federal Reserve Board has been a supporter of the International Finance Division. The chair has long
Look at all these
recognized
degenerates in the
pivotal role
comments.
of the U.S. economy, financial markets, and the U.S. Central Bank around the world. He is a remarkable and respected leader among his peers across
The biggest short? I don't know. I mean, we just took
Please
High
join me in
Day.
welcoming him to the podium.
I'm just gonna
to open
wait.
What is sure to be a wonderful next 2
Here he
years.
comes.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Beth Ann. I guess I'd like to start by offering my condolences to the family and friends of former Vice Chair Stanley Fisher. Stan was a colleague of ours here at the Fed and a giant in the field of international economics. In addition to reaching the highest levels of the field in his own right, he was also a trusted and generous mentor and a teacher to a generation of the most important economic thinkers, including many heads of global central banks, advisors to presidents, and countless economists. And I know all of us who knew him will miss him. So, congratulations to the Division of International Finance, IF in these parts, on 75 years of outstanding work in service to the Federal Reserve Board and by extension to all Americans. Many current staff members are here to celebrate today, as well as a significant number of IF alumni, including past division directors Ted Truman, Karen Johnson, Nathan Sheets, and Steve Kamen. The division has also produced many other notable alums, including, not least, Chair and Secretary Janet Yellen, Professor, author, chess
Look at gold creeping
grandmaster,
up.
and our keynote speaker, Ken Rogoff, and humanitarian and economist
I'm gonna get back into gold, I think.
famous for Herfindahl-Hirschman Index.
I like how we're
and more
not
recently,
selling off
perhaps a little
while
less
NQ
famous
is
as a
taking the
character in the
highs.
Netflix
I'm going to get back in
series
gold if I can.
Transatlantic, to name
Stops
just a
out
few.
at the lows, under 90s.
We keep close track of these things. In my time at the Fed, the IF division has provided invaluable insight into global economic activity, international trade and capital flows, and developments in foreign financial markets. Division staff have also played a key role during episodes of global financial stress. And your research and analysis are critical inputs into our monetary policy decisions. Thank you to all that have served in this division over the past 75 years.
If I don't get filled.
Today, I'll kick off this conference by briefly reviewing why the division was created in the first place and highlighting a few of its many accomplishments over the years before turning you over to a robust set of presentations and panels. So, the IF division was created on July 1, 1950, but the idea began to germinate a few years earlier. The U.S. had emerged from World War II as a global economic superpower. The Bretton Woods Agreement placed the U.S. and the Fed in a central position in the global economy. Our mission then, as it is now, was to serve the American people. But it was clear at that moment that the Fed needed to have better knowledge of global developments to achieve our dual mandate goals. A 1948 memo proposing to create the division stated, quoting, "Problems of international economics and finance have become increasingly large, complex, and significant in recent years, and our foreign economic relations will undoubtedly continue to give rise to issues of the first magnitude." That rare economic forecast that has turned out to be spot on. 75 years later, it remains critical that the Fed understand the policies and practices of other governments and central banks and their implications for the U.S. economy and for financial markets. Exchange rate policy, of course, is now firmly in the hands of the U.S. Treasury. However, the end of the Bretton Woods era in the 1970s fundamentally changed the conduct of monetary policy.
Schlong.
As policymakers had to understand the effects of potentially more volatile movements of the U.S. dollar on American families and businesses. Understanding global trade and capital movements has only grown in importance since 1950, as we saw during the pandemic. IF helps produce the data on international capital flows.
Next high is
and has
83.
spent decades researching the effects of these flows and international trade on U.S. and foreign economies. Understanding this complex and interconnected web is essential for us to anticipate the path of employment and inflation. Another important development in the 1970s was the increasing use of macroeconomic modeling, which greatly influenced the division's work. Under the direction of
Yeah, I
former
got filled on the
division
gold
director
trade.
Ralph
We'll
Bryant,
see.
IF developed its first multi-country
Gold's been
model.
flagging since the
Always on the
open.
forefront over the years, economists in the division, many of whom
NQ
are
rally
in this room
doesn't seem to
today,
be hurting it.
developed increasingly
It's
sophisticated
testing
models
400s
with
again.
each new
It's not
generation
far off a high
expanding
day,
the
once again.
capability to tackle
Just needs to have a nice
the
pop.
international risks and issues of that day. These models have proven useful for understanding how international shocks transmit through the economy and financial markets, for assessing risks and uncertainties through alternative scenarios, and for better comprehending the implications of various shocks for the U.S. and the global economy. The results have informed research papers, board memos, and
He's yapping.
briefings, as well as the risks and
Yapping.
uncertainty assessment that FOMC committee participants receive in advance of every meeting. The IF division has also played an important role in responding to global economic turbulence. A prime example is the Latin American debt crisis of the 1980s. That episode required analytical thinking about the macroeconomic repercussions of the crisis as it played out around the world. Work by the division and by the IMF and other institutions led to the establishment of emergency facilities to prevent more dire financial outcomes. As global capital flows increased, other episodes of financial distress surfaced across the world, including in Mexico, Asia, and Russia. International capital flows and spillovers became and remain a recurrent feature in the division's analytical and monitoring work. The expertise generated through study and response to these global challenges proved invaluable when stress hit closer to home during the global financial crisis and then the pandemic. Both of those events required immediate, broad, and in many cases unprecedented responses to avoid disrupting the availability of credit to American households and businesses.
NQ back into the high.
The nation and the
7.5
world
is the
looked to
high
Fed
on
to lead in
NQ.
these moments.
Nice little
During the
hammer
global
off that.
financial crisis, when global funding markets came under stress, IF worked to establish swap line arrangements with several major central banks that helped restore stability in US dollar funding markets. And of course, during the pandemic, IF division helped lead efforts to expand the provision of dollar liquidity by setting up the FEMA repo facility.
Our next high is 83.
These periods of acute financial stress and uncertainty prompted the division to develop new tools and analytical products that could be used to understand and respond to the events unfolding on the ground. For instance, the division has devised new methods to measure and assess the effects of various types of uncertainty on economic activity, including new indexes that were built to track geopolitical risk, inflation, trade policy, and economic uncertainty. As we continue to navigate the current period of heightened uncertainty, this work is critical to understanding the quantitative implications of uncertainty shocks, certainly relevant today. So I'll conclude by saying that for 75 years, 9 Fed chairs and countless board members have greatly benefited from the guidance and counsel of IF staff, and not just when responding to crisis. This team helps to assure that we're well prepared for our international engagements by providing us detailed, some might say extremely detailed
And
materials.
I wonder how often
ahead of time,
Powell
and often by traveling with us,
makes the market go
IF
up.
staff
I'm sure there's like a
welcome and
statistic.
productive companions
Every time he
in
talks,
these and other
he probably makes the market go
endeavors.
up
We benefit from the robust relationships that you establish and maintain
at least
with our
70%
global
of the time.
counterparts. So, thank you to Beth Ann and to
Okay, gold.
all
Let's
the
see.
staff here that organized
You're
this
set up
wonderful
for
event.
it.
And
You're
finally,
set up
thank
for
you
it.
again to all the current and former IF staff for what you have done and continue to do to help us be a globally knowledgeable and responsive central bank so that we can deliver on our dual mandate for all Americans. Thank you very much.
What the fuck? It's over? What did he even say? Somebody said no resignation, question mark? Nah, bro. Like the fuck, what did he even just say right there? What was the point? He said, I'm not resigning, motherfuckers. A history lesson, for real.
You can go home again.
That was the shortest
I just had
thing
to
I've
come
ever
back
seen.
one last time. Ma'am, I know you don't know me from Adam, but these handprints on the
Well, he didn't do much to the market. In fact, he made it range. Now we're in another range. That's been the day. Oh, it's been a good day. Like there's been moves to trade, but God, we get one push and then it's range. One push, range. One push, range. Nothing wrong with that, obviously, but here we go. We have a range. Chat, as we're in a new range, do I want to attempt what we were talking about earlier? Like, do I want to trade the range? Because at the moment, we are in a range. Let's try. Let's try. We identified it early. Let's see. We identified it early. Let's see. Doubt it works, though. You can touch this place or feel it. See, but it doesn't.
This brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that
That looks pretty bearish on the 5-minute. 20-point sell off. This candle looks like it wants to flip red. Not getting a nice enough bid off the 50s. And a quick sell scalp, although that pushed a little bit stronger than I thought it would through 60. For a little 5-minute structure trade back down into the 40s, 30s. Possibly pull back into this range. Although that did push a little stronger than I wanted to see it push. Flip to red on this candle is at 50. What's good, Wealth? How you doing, man? This candle is 5-minute flips red at 50. Which prop firm? I'm using Topstep at the moment, man. I use a lot of them, though. There's a lot of good ones. But right now, I'm on my Topstep live account. There's your flipper. There's your flipper. Next level is 40. No! There's your flipper. Next level is 42. Next level is 42. Think of the instant account challenges. They're definitely good to get started, like quickly trying to get to a payout. That's for sure. They're pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. You can pay a higher price to get it early. You know, pay a higher price to get into those accounts, but they can be good. They can be good. A couple of them could be fun to at least have a couple of them. I'm going for 48 to break. Still holding mid 50s. I could always pop out and get back into it. Type of trader, you scalper? I've been scalp a little bit. Yeah, I would say I'm more of a scalper, I guess. That'd be a good way. Good way to describe it. I don't usually hold trades too long, maybe 15, 20 minutes on the longer side, maybe a little longer than that. Yeah, if we don't break 40s quick here, I'll just pop out and get back in it later. I'm not seeing it yet. Give it one more chance right here. All right, break even. I like the way back into the 50s. That should crack. If we get taken out, it is what it is.
Order filled.
Jeez, man. What's a scalper and what's a support and resistance trader? They're not a scalper is more like in and out of the market in quick fashion. Support and resistance trader is not necessarily not a, you can be a scalp support and resistance trader. Scalping is just like a time thing. Scalping's just like a time thing. Support and resistance just trading levels in the market, but as far as the execution side, scalp, that's kind of what differentiates the scalper name. Yeah, NQ. I don't know. All the downside trades I've taken on it have went to hit the levels. It's so much chop that I keep getting taken out of it before. What do you like the most? Sorry, what question is that again? 5-minute NQ is definitely higher highs, higher lows. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta be honest, the only thing I'm kind of interested in today is gold. I've taken a couple scalps on NQ that didn't really do much. I haven't been trading gold, NQ like as well. It's just not in rhythm with it too much. I guess gold's been a little easier to trade, I feel like. Oh, what kind of trading do you like the most? Yeah. Intuition. That's a good question, man. I like, I don't know. I just like to trade the structure, a little bit intuition. But, yeah, just kind of structure trading a bit. Equilos here in the 40s on NQ. Shove your tie. Yeah, I'm on that, bro. Look, I'm on it. It's right here. That's what has to call it in 2 days. It's a good question, man. I mean, just bluntly, I don't know. I can't give you a great answer on that. You just got to find a good setup and put some good risk on and be willing to lose, you know? If you want to pass the combine in a quick manner, that's got to be willing to lose it too, you know? I wouldn't go any. I wouldn't use the max amount of contracts they give you. You'll blow up a little too quick. Maybe half of that. Well, now NQ is fading off.
Saw your bags packed by the door, then helped you load 'em in that 99 Ford. Tears were streaming from your eyes when you turned around and whispered goodbye. I could have put my truck in drive, caught up with you and
Go come down some weight to it. Yeah, no, but he's asking how to do it in 2 days. If you do it in 2 days, you'll probably have to. Is trading your main income? Yeah. I found a bottle I can crawl into. About the time that bottle's empty. Man, I don't know, dude. NQ. I don't know if there's much left on the plate here with NQ. Like if you didn't take, obviously you had the morning shenanigans, but if we didn't take this price, I guess you could have done well trading the range today. But per usual, I was late to identify. Are you using FTMO? No, I'm not, man. I thought that was a Forex broker. Or a Forex firm. Yeah, I'm still in the gold trade. Yet! These markets are sideways as hell. It's crazy how sideways these markets are. Or like, out of the gate, they move really well, but I don't trade out of the gate. And then they just go sideways. I mean, not totally sideways, but... NQ's tricky for me today. Things are going my way. Hey, yeah. Little range here. Although it's looking a little heavy on the lower half of it. Possible break under 40s here if we can't catch a bid. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. For me, it's been boring. I feel like a lot of people probably traded well today, but not me. Well, I didn't trade bad, but I don't know. It's just it's been like layers of chop. Like I didn't trade this. This is too much for me. I didn't trade that. That's right out of the bell. That was only, that was the cleanest movement we've seen. I guess you had this grind up back into the 400s. That was kind of a nice price movement there, but I didn't trade that either. And then it's just been like layers of consolidation. But I don't know. It's not horrible, but yeah, I haven't actually done too much today in it. Yeah, I don't really range trade that well. I have trouble identifying it. As funny as it sounds, I have trouble identifying it. But I sure am quick to unintentionally trade gold's range here. Yep, that's true. Yeah, we were looking at although it didn't end up selling off completely. I was looking at, yeah, In hindsight, it would have worked, but it technically broke the range right here. I was telling Chad, I was like, okay, we're back down. I'll just take a buy. And then it flushed. Although it didn't really, you know, then it ended up going higher, but it didn't really, I don't know. Technically, it broke the range, but I guess it didn't break the support at 400, so it was still fine. This does not look good at 440s here. Why buy in gold? It's already very high. I'm not investing in it. I'm just trading it. Could you imagine a life without all those things? Think 100 tick. I mean, if you're getting actually, yeah. If you have a clean range to trade on the higher time frame, yeah, 100 tick chart could be good. Sometimes it might, maybe the 500 tick chart could be better though. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. I kind of want to test the theory out. I'm looking at a possible 40 break here. I may be crazy, but downward range, lower highs. Okay, let me check out the 15-minute. I'd be very surprised if we don't at least take 40 out and see 30s here. No way this bad boy's gonna hold at 40. Hey y'all know how I went? We went car shopping. I was looking to get a truck, man, but I don't think that's gonna fill. Yeah, we ended up getting like a Jeep Wrangler. We used to have one. We got another one. It's pretty clean. I can't complain. I would like to put a lift on it and stuff, man. But she don't want me to. I would like to put a lift on it and shit like that. This range is getting pretty tight.
She brought the rain, rain brought the pain, pain brought the bottle I was sipping all straight. Ain't on you, but you got the blame. Hey, weatherman.
Fed chairman already spoke, I believe. To be honest, bro.
This morning in boots and jeans, living room lit by the TV screen. Channel 5 news, it was you and me. Hey, weatherman. You said it was gonna be a bluebird day, so nice it'll take the blues away. Look outside, it was nothing but gray. Hey, weatherman. And tin roof singing me a heartbreak song. Ever since you got gone.
Alright, there's 40 breaking. Let's see. Any volume on that break? Maybe, maybe not. Nothing really. I might sell some of this retracement if we can get back into the 40, 43, 44 level. Stops at above 60. Can't get filled, man. Looking for a continuation through 40s and kind of a reclaim of this range. That's what I would like to see. Stops above 60. Yeah, he already spoke. It wouldn't take much. No, 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 no. You and me. Yeah, we're back. I guess. Oh. Dude, they won't let me play music. I don't know, man. I don't know. Freaking blows. Hey man, how'd you do today? We're up a little bit. It would be a great day if gold could run back to the high of day. That would be fabulous. If gold could break out into the highs, that would just be the cherry on top. That would fix everything. I have a good feeling about gold into the close. I do. I do. I do. We've been consolidating so nicely. NQ's maybe looking like it wants to bleed off a little bit. This looks like a very unsure selling move here. Yeah, we're back. We're back. I believe in gold. I'm going to trust gold into the close. I'm going to trust gold into the close. We might be able to trade gold in the Asia session. It just really depends. There might be a chance to get gold into the 410s, 420s. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a range here to sell through on NQ. Range to range, right? Range 1 sells to range 2. That is what you look for. Bleeding into the 20s. I mean, it could catch a bid anyways, always, right? It always could, but this is your next level is 400s. Your next level is 400s here. Opening bell is sweet on gold. Yeah, I didn't see that. Now I'm just in the shot. That was a good move. I mean, I like what we're seeing after that move. Just nice, strong flagging, but I really want to see it push back into the 400s. Chat, I'm not seeing much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna dip off, call it a morning. I'm gonna keep the gold trade open. I don't see much. I don't see much, man. InQ's very choppy. There's a couple opportunities to ride the market higher that I just didn't take advantage of. Other than that, outside of that, it's just been a lot of chop. So I think that's it for me. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna keep this gold trade open. I'll keep y'all updated. We'll see if it wants to turn up into the close. I don't know if it will. It's set up to maybe run into the close up into the 405, 410 level. I just don't know. I feel like I don't have enough experience with gold in New York session to actually see kind of how it wants to act. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this gold trade open, man. It's just so sideways. It's so sideways. I don't even know if Asia will be much better than this, but wow. Seems like if you don't trade the bell, which I don't, I just don't like to. Seems like if you don't trade the bell, you're just gonna get chopped up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the gold trade up and I'm gonna dip off. I'll be back I wanna say tonight, but probably not. I want to tell you I can go live for Asia, but it's more so like I'm watching it. If there's volume, maybe I'll pop on. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna dip off. I'm gonna keep the gold trade open, like I said, and we'll see what happens.